Dr. Jordan Peterson, why what he has to say and his freedom to say it matters. Jordan Peterson is a Canadian clinical psychologist, psychology professor, and author. His role today is characterized by his dedication to intellectual exploration, advocacy for free speech, and engagement with a diverse audience seeking advice on personal development and cultural issues. One of Peterson's most known quotes, as well as practiced value, is tell the truth, or at least don't lie. However, his right to freely express his insights, beliefs, and stand true to his own values is contested by some. In this rapidly changing world, there's no argument that our society increasingly needs guidance. With the evolution of technology, constantly shifting social norms, and growing political polarization, people are finding themselves feeling lost and overwhelmed. Peterson offers wisdom from a variety of disciplines, be it philosophy, psychology, spirituality, or community engagement, which can lead to a sense of purpose and connection. A society that embraces guidance is better equipped to tackle challenges, foster empathy, and create a shared vision for the future. The source of that guidance, whether it be Peterson or someone else, can be determined, adopted, or rejected by each individual. However, censorship creates a less informed public, hampers critical thinking, and undermines the quality of decision making at both individual and societal levels. It drives ignorance, confusion, and dependence. Freedom of speech is a right that should belong to everyone, although some contend that individuals in certain roles should be held to a higher standard, and consequently may not deserve the same freedom of expression. Jordan Peterson did not gain his social platform and role by chance. Peterson is a highly credentialed psychologist and professor. He isn't merely offering empty opinions to provoke others. His expertise and experience validate his right to share his ideas with a broader audience. Peterson not only aspires to share his truths, but inspires discussion, debate, with the goal of creating collaborative understanding and solutions. The censorship of Peterson and the potential revocation of his professional license represent a troubling precedent for freedom of speech and intellectual diversity. As a clinical psychologist and academic, it is precisely Peterson's role to explore complex ideas, challenge prevailing narratives, and engage in robust debate. Peterson is doing exactly what he should be doing, and what other lifelong academics, philosophers, and theorists should have the freedom and responsibility to do. By threatening his license, critics risk setting a dangerous example for other professionals who might question mainstream views. In addition to that, the move to censor Peterson on platforms such as YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook undermines the very principles of freedom of expression and open inquiry that drives societal progress. Despite the censorship faced by Jordan Peterson on various social media platforms, these same spaces also demonstrate substantial support and a large following for him. On the one hand, social media companies have enforced content restrictions, impacting Peterson's ability to share his ideas freely. On the other hand, his enduring popularity and extensive following on these platforms indicate a significant and growing demand for his perspectives, showing that the public is actively seeking out what he has to say. His followers, numbering in the millions across various platforms, engage actively with his content, sharing and discussing his lectures, interviews, and articles. Jordan Peterson's enduring popularity and extensive following also suggest that the College of Psychologists of Ontario's assumption that he is tarnishing their reputation is greatly misguided. It questions the intent and motivation of their stance and their actions. Throughout my research and dive into this topic, I became more convinced that it is imperative to consider not only the actions taken toward Peterson, but also the possible motivations. My three main takeaways were: 1. Beware of motivated ignorance. It's crucial to recognize when people or institutions are selectively ignoring the facts to protect their interests or avoid uncomfortable truths. This kind of motivated ignorance can lead to distorted perceptions and harmful outcomes. Critical thinking and personal exploration of reason and meaning is necessary to minimize the damage from motivated ignorance. 2. Claims of harm as camouflage. We must be cautious when assertions of harm justify silencing others or restricting information. While genuine harm should absolutely be addressed, claims often serve as a cover for censoring voices that challenge prevailing narratives. This has become all too common in the attempt to control the narrative today, allowing the few to be representative of the many in the attempt to drive a specific agenda. 3. The need for critical examination. Given the tendency to camouflage motivated ignorance with claims of harm, it's important to critically examine the motives behind such claims and ensure that they are not being used to avoid confronting the truth. Diverse views, open debates, challenging arguments should be welcome in a healthy society. Offense of an idea should be both an invitation to evaluate the possibility of growth within an individual's personal belief system, as well as where the offense can lead to growth within the society. Absolutely never should stifling an idea due to an offense be an option. In the face of motivated ignorance and claims of harm, let's stay vigilant. Question what's hidden and never let camouflage narratives obscure the truth. It starts with the Jordan Petersons of the world.